Dan Cather, Operations Section Chief Trainee, Great Basin Team 3. This is your morning brief, August 10th, for the Anderson Complex. We're sitting about 50,800 acres. We're going to start here in Branch 1 in the Technica group. We still have a crew working on the structures, going through and mopping up. They found an area where there's a lot of heat around some trees that have fallen down. So it's going to take a little bit of time in there where the trees have blown down for them to work that. All the structure prep is done. There's been very little impact to the structures that they've had in there. The fire growth in this area has really subsided the last few days with the current weather conditions that we've got. So they've gone through, they're reassessing of what needs they have and what areas we can start pulling some of the structure protection equipment out of the way and start backhauling excess supplies. We also have taken the Anderson and the Nenana group, and they're one group today. With that, we're downsizing the right amount of resources for the fire at this time. They finished the cemetery yesterday in Nenana with the hand crew. They went through, rushed around that, and that is looking really good. They're still working the highway corridor and the structures to the south. They're just doing assessments. We're not putting any hoses in. We're not doing any implementation of any structure protection. We're just doing assessments through there. Like I said, very little fire growth, and so we're transitioning and we're looking at different options and movements with our resources at this time. The Anderson group, the Anderson Nenana group, they finished in Anderson. They finished the fuel breaks. They're just going through today and cleaning up a couple items within those fuel breaks. Along with that, they're doing some backhaul. Within the areas where we've done the fuel breaks, we're still waiting on the resource advisors to get us the turnback standards. And once that comes into place, then we'll start looking at rehabbing the dozer lines and fuel breaks as needed with that. The clear group, they're still staffed. They have their resources operational and in standby to assist us with any further initial attack. The Anderson and Nenana group still has the IA responsibilities with the clear group assisting us with that. Let's go to Branch 2. So in Branch 2, we still have the Kobe group. The Kobe group's been in here working in the North 40s, down here, North 40s and the Kobe Acres. They've had some residents come in. They've been really happy with the progress and what they've seen. They've got the dozer line that's coming down on the south side of the North 40s. They're finishing reassessing some structures down through here, and they're also looking at some structures down in here. A lot of the prep through this area was completed during the clear fire. So they're just going back through, reassessing, making sure there's no further prep that needs to be taken on that. Like I said, they're finishing with the dozer, the mastication line through that fuel break, coming down from drop point 24, tying it back down here to drop point 20. That should be completed by the end of operational shift today. Birch Creek, we still have a crew inserted at Birch Creek. They've gone through and completed the assessments on the structures. They've also taken half of the crew and moved them over here to where the Kobe fire, the original Kobe fire was, and there's a couple structures in there that they're working on for access and some structure prep. They're looking at some areas in there where they can open some things up. So the Birch group has done a lot of really good work in there. They've been going back into each of the structures where the fire has come through, making sure that the pumps are still good and running, and making sure nothing is skunking around those structures and that there's no further threat in that area. They're also looking at the right amount of resources that they're going to keep in there through this weekend, and start doing some backhaul of equipment. Down here in the rock group, today, if we get the window with aviation assets and with the current weather, they're going to be flying in and they're going to be coming back to reassess some structures. There's some structures that we did find out there, but they were not able to assess. So today is going to be a reconnaissance day for Rock Group. They're going to go in, look for the structures, and see if we can get an accounting of how many structures we do have in here. We know we have some structures in the general area here, but we also have some structures that are to the north. Along with that, they're going to look and see if there's been any progression of the fire movement and the fire perimeters at this time. So for the operational brief for Thursday, August 10th, it's going to be, another slow but very productive day. The weather has been changing on us enough to where we've been receiving moisture, and it's causing a lot of issues for our resources driving around on the roads, especially in the Kobe 40 area, in the Kobe group in the North 40s area, just the access and on the roads. And so those are some of the things that we got to look at. That will end the operational brief for Thursday, August 10th.